Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi ta'ala wa barakatuh. Welcome back to DJ's Gallery. Be cool. Just forget about this logo. Let's dine in. So I'm making chin chin. These are the 4 eggs I'm using. This is my butter. And my measuring cups, the what is it called? Okay, my rolling pin, my scissors, kitchen scissors, the sugar, the flour, is in there. Then what else? Then my milk. The milk is not here, but I'm going to add it in. This is the butter. This is the only butter I have left, and I'm going to make chin chin. This is the rubber I put the butter in. So let's begin. I'm going to put in this is a cup, 1 cup. I'm going to put in, I'm using 4 cups of flour, but I'm going to put in 3.5 here. So let's begin. This is the flour, 1 cup already filled. Like this is 3.5 cup of this tin of flour inside. So I'm going to grease the flour and the butter. This is the result. You grease it well, gently and properly. Just grease it as if you are just playing inside. Like just playing. Okay, I'm still greasing. I don't know why it's taking me long to grease. Why it's taking me long here recording. All right, so this is the 1/2 cup I said I'm going to keep later. Okay, and this is my sugar, 1 cup of sugar. Like, if you don't take much sugar, you can reduce the quantity. If you need more sugar, you can add. It depends on how much you take the sugar. Then I'm rubbing everything in together, the flour, the butter, and the sugar. So I'm going to break in my eggs, 4 eggs here. Then I'm rubbing everything together. Like, it's just be gentle and still be hard while rubbing it. Then I'm going to add in my milk. I'm using 1 tin of 3 crowns here. I've already opened it, pouring it. Because let me tell you the truth, I remain small. So this is it. Because you need to drop all the younger aside. Big girl, just be rubbing everything in, and be careful while rubbing so that you not go and fight with the bowl. So this is it. We are still rubbing. Abin ne da kamar wuya gurguwa da auren nesa. So this is it. We are still rubbing. You need to be gentle and careful, and also be patient while rubbing in everything, because I'm supposed to use granulated sugar here, but because I didn't want to add wenke to my list, I had to on the mixer and do a lot of things, like join the mixer, wash the bowl and stuff like that. So I just used the normal sugar. So while using normal sugar, meaning the normal sugar we have, no granulated one, you need to be careful, be really, really careful. And this is still the flour. I'm sprinkling in a little quantity because the dough is sticking to the bowl. And if you want to make sure that the mixture is okay, the dough is not supposed to stick to the bowl. So we are into it. I'm still going to mix and break. Mind you, I still used that 4 cup of flour, meaning 3.5 at the beginning and half at the end. And this is the end I'm talking about. So we are still rubbing in. Yeah, we are doing it, and we can do it, inshallah. Although it's not for the weak. You'll think as if I'm this hard-working somebody. I beg you, I'm just trying. So this is it, the end result. Like when you pinch it, you'll see it's coming out. How am I going to state this to I think I should. It's better I use Hausa in explaining this thing. So this is it. Mashallah. Then I'm going to divide the dough into 3 pieces because I cannot roll all this thing. I don't have that energy for now. Maybe later. Okay? Yes, we are into it. I forgot to mention, Biko, please wash your hand. Wash your hand properly before, I'm not supposed to use my hand in mixing everything and rubbing in everything, but because Nagidani. Forget about me calling Nagidani. If you are going to use your hand while doing this, you should wash it properly. Wash it the so that your hand will not be smelling in command detergent and no kokoma omo or something of that nature. As per kitchen subtitles and co. I don't even know what kitchen subtitles means. I'm just calling it Kamenende. So you need to make the divided dough into a bowl size. Yeah, you need to make it into that size. You need to make it round. It should just be round, so that when rolling it, it will be easier for you. So we are on the third dough. Yes, mashallah. So this is the pastry bud, and I've already sprinkled in little flour from that remaining half cup of flour I told you about. So 3 doughs all together, and this is the pastry bud. Ignore this thing. I was the one recording, and I was the one doing it at the same time. You can imagine the stress I went through. All right, so we just make it look firm and in a good shape. Then you roll it using your, I used mochia, pardon me using mochia, because the rolling pin I have, I cannot carry it. I was just too tired to carry it. So you just roll it properly. You shouldn't be too, you shouldn't roll it like as if you are fighting, and you shouldn't roll it as if you are rubbing it. Just normal way. I don't even know how to explain what I just said. But sure, anyhow, you are seeing it here. So you flip it to the other side. You roll as well. All right. This is it. We are still rolling to make it smooth and presentable. Yeah, presentable. All right, I guess it's okay. So before you cut it, you flip it to the other side. Because Khadija is still rolling here. Lalle ranar na ji ƙarfi. All right. So I think we are going to start cutting. You have to use a very, very sharp knife, because yeah, just use a sharp knife, because I cannot explain. This girl must appears every time. Like, she appears every time on my background. Hi. All right. So you cut everything. Just make sure that you cut everything. I was supposed to just fasten the video, but I don't know why. I've recorded it already. So this is it. After cutting everything, then use your kitchen scissors and cut everything. You can also use your knife, but I think it's easier with the scissors, because after going through all the stress. This is the floor, and this is the normal house tree. If you're in an African home and you don't have this tree, all right, then we are going to cut the chin-chin. You can cut it to any size of your choice, like any size. I just decided to cut it small because so this is it. And also, I forgot to add baking powder to the mixture. I've added it into the flour already. I forgot to tell you that I've added baking powder into the flour. So while doing yours, you should add a tablespoon of baking powder. So we are still cutting. I don't know why it's taking too long. But yeah, recording it was not easy, because I was the only person doing it and recording it at the same time. I had to wake up, like the early bird things. I woke up by 6 to do this. So you can imagine the stress I went through. At least, like Ogari. So I think this is the second dough. We are cutting the second dough in here. Then you sprinkle in some flour so that the dough will not stick to each other, or the cuts rather. It's no longer a dough. In case if you see like any of the cuts lapping on the other, you should separate them. Alright. So this is it. And this is the end result. So I've already preheated my fryer. It's already hot. Then you put everything into the fryer. Ignore the mess in the background, because ignore it. Madam, can you reduce your volume? So we are still frying. And just make sure that you separate everything because it's also hard a chicken ma. It wasn't easy enduring the heat, your hand looking messy and everything. It got to a point that how can I go in so I was tired. Yeah. So I've closed the fryer. I'll just allow it to fry. I think, yes, it depends on how you want it to look. If you want it to look this crunchy and fried, then it's okay. But as for me, I want it to look like this. If you want it to look something less than this, meaning less fried than this, then it's okay. If you want it to look something crunchier or more crunchy than this, then but mind you, the chin chin was very very soft. Like you can break it with 2 fingers. Yes, 2 fingers. This is it, and it tasted delicious. So thank you for watching. Thank you for going through the journey with me, even though the video was just a mess. Like, okay, I just had to upload it because I woke up early to do this and I cannot delete it. Thank you very much. And in case of any question, you can ask me. Thank you.